people back in the Shire. Turn your porch lights off because we're coming home with a trophy.
Hey there, welcome to SharkCast Pod, a podcast dedicated to the greatest sporting club in the history of the world, the mighty Cronulla Sharks. This short, sharp, interview-based episode is brought to you by Dyson Logistics, the Royal Motor Yacht Club in Port Hacking, and Jason Hawes at Cripps & Cripps Real Estate. I am Sam Shinazzi, an OG from 2015, 10th season of podcasting, and this is SharkCast Pod. Massive week for the Sharks. This is being recorded pre-NRLW, last regular game of the season, playing the West Tigers at Shark Park on Thursday night. And in 24 hours, we have the big, huge elimination final. Cronulla versus North Queensland, Allianz Stadium, around 7:50 p.m. Friday night. Cannot wait to get out there. It's going to be an epic occasion. We know what sort of a week the club has had, ripped from pillar to post about superstars, about stadiums, about finals records. It's really starting to annoy me, and I cannot wait just to go out there and win and then march on to Penrith, because that's what this club deserves. It's what the fans deserve. It's what the players deserve. It's what the coach deserves. They've worked pretty hard all year to get here. They belong here in the top four, and it's now time to show the world what we can do on a pretty big stage. On that subject, if you don't have a ticket, get one. If you're able to get one, if you can afford it, if you can get to the stadium, it's going to be a monumental event. There are tickets available. As of Thursday morning, I was reliably informed that the tickets had reached 18,000. That was Thursday morning, and I would expect a crowd of up to 25,000 based on those reports. That's all approximations and TBCs, but that's what I was told by a very good source, that Thursday morning we'd sold 18,000, which isn't too bad, but let's fill it out and let's get more there. Also on that subject, the Sharks, the NRL, Paul Gallen as the face, have got a promotion going, and they've asked me to kindly promote it, which I will happily do. I was talking to my new friend Chucky, world famous photographer, took the Paul Gallen, Andrew Eddinghausen photo on grand final night, and he's also heavily involved with this promotion. You would have heard about it by now, I hope. It's called the Shark Shiver. Travel, eat and hunt together. The way to join the Shark Shiver: claim your merch, jump aboard the G train to the city. From Cronulla Station, 4:30 p.m. on Thursday. The first 300 fans to post a photo of themselves to social media wearing Sharks gear with the hashtag SharksShiver will also get an exclusive Sharks Finals t-shirt. The G train, bearing the nickname of club great Paul Gallen, will depart at 5:05 p.m, arriving at 5:55 p.m. at Central, and trains will then leave every 15 minutes. Your ticket to the match includes free train travel. Once you're in the city, you can go to the Aurora Hotel. It's across from Central Station on Elizabeth Street. The venue will offer specials for Sharks fans, including beer and wine from 5 to 7 p.m, and you can get food as well. From there, the Sharks Shiver, this new group that you're in, are going to meet at Rugby League Central on Driver Avenue, Moore Park, out the front of Allianz Stadium at 7 o'clock. As one, the Sharks Shiver is going to march into the ground and letting the Cowboys fans know they are in serious, dangerous Shark territory, and the match will kick off at 7:50 p.m. That's how you do it. Sharks Shiver. Hashtag that on your social medias. It's on all the websites now, social media. Paul Gallen's done some great work. I believe our own Gary Dover even features in one of the promos, which I've yet to find. Maybe he's an extra. Features is a bit of a strong word. But if you are traveling from the Cronulla area, it's a great way to do it with like-minded fans. Tell them SharkCast Pod sent you, and we want to thank Chucky at the NRL for including us in helping promote this great campaign. Not a lot of news out of Captain's Run today, but it is likely that all 17 guys named will feature in the match, i.e. Jesse Ramian and a few other fellas who have some niggling injuries are likely to play. Now that won't be finalised till an hour before kickoff. I was fortunate enough to be at a media session where I got to have good chats with three people: BLAYKE BRAILEY, BRAYDON TRINDALL, and Teig Wilton. Stay tuned to this episode. Going to throw up those interviews for you. The body language, the vibe, the attitude I got from them is they're going there to win, and they're going to win. Big week. Cannot wait for it. Thanks to everyone who's been tuning into the episodes. We've seen a real spike in what was already what I would consider a high listenership, but we've really kicked it out of the park in the past couple of weeks, and I have you to thank. So thank you so much. Keep spreading the word. When you're at Allianz and you're sitting next to a stranger in the black, white and blue, give them a little whisper and say, "Hey, SharkCast pod." And if they frown, don't mention it again. But if they give you a little smile or an inquisitive, "Huh?" you can spruik us. I'm going to go away now, and I'm going to go watch the 2016 prelim final against the Cowboys. I'm going to have it on repeat. I cannot wait. SharkCast pod, thank you so much. Listen to the interviews coming up right now, and we'll see you out of the game. Let's go. Up, up. SharkCast pod here with second rower Teig Wilton. Teig, thank you for your time today at Sharks Media. How are you and the team? How have you recovered from Saturday in Melbourne and the short turnaround?
Yeah, I think we've recovered pretty well. We've been able to take our lessons from the game and get back up home, and I think everyone's really looking forward to the game, excited, go and put on a good performance for our fans.
Speaking of the fans, there's been talk about stadium and where we're going to play, and we know we're headed to Moore Park, the SFS. Have you got a message for Sharks fans who are on the edge, undecided about whether they should make the trip or not?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it hurts a bit not to be playing at Shark Park, but I think our home games have been our biggest advantage all year, having the Sharks crowd there. So yeah, don't underestimate your influence it has on the team, because all the support we get from the Shire is massive, and it definitely has an effect for sure.
Awesome. On the game in Melbourne, it was great that we scored right on half time, got us back into the game, 14-10 down, strong wind in the second half. Didn't go to plan after about the 55th minute, but what lessons do you think the team can learn from that moving into this elimination game?
In finals footy, field position's everything, and possession. I think you would have seen on the weekend in particular in that second half, we didn't have that. We didn't control the ball, and we did have it, and we just gave them way too much possession, and then it just sort of fell away at the end there. So I think we'll take that lesson for sure going into the Cowboys game, about honouring the laws of the game that have been around for 100 and whatever years it is. But you can't win without the ball, so we'll be looking to nail our field position. Having
said that, great completion rate. Are you aware what the completion rate was?
I think it was up around 80 something, wasn't it?
It was higher, man. It was like closer to 90. It was more just where we had the ball that was the issue, as you say. As far as handling goes, I thought the team did pretty well and held out defensively really well for 3/4 of the game. I know that's not good enough, but they were good signs to me. I think the scoreline blew out, as you said. So as a supporter, I'm not that worried going into this game against the Cowboys. Cowboys are flying high. Where do you see their strengths?
Yeah, like you said, they are flying high at the moment. They're playing good footy, and they're a good footy team who they do have strike all across the park. Really, they've got a lot of key players that can make something out of nothing. So yeah, we'll be on deck for sure. We'll be preparing for all across the park really. Like, and any play in the set, they chance their arm. So yeah, we'll be preparing for that for sure.
A lot of talk in the media about our finals record in recent times. Is it easy as a player to shut that out? Does it trouble you guys? Is it on your mind? Does it factor at all in your week?
Yeah, I think it's important to acknowledge, but you can't hide from it. I think you got to take it front on, and we're ready for the challenge. I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited. It's finals footy. There's obviously going to be a lot of pressure on that, but that's what we're here for. That's what we get paid for. That's what we love to do. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm looking forward to the challenge.
Awesome. Does your week or does the team's week change because it is an elimination final? Because it's do or die, as they say. Does the week change as far as prep and training and that kind of thing, or is it seen as keep it consistent, keep it regular?
Yeah, no, it doesn't change. You just dial into your strengths, do what worked for you all year, and if anything, you obviously crank up the dial on the attention to detail, but nothing changes for us. We do what's worked for us all year.
All right. How are you going physically, mentally? How are you feeling?
Yeah, feeling good. Like I said before, just really excited, looking forward to it. Physically feeling great. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
All right. Thanks for your time, Teig. Good luck.
No worries. Thank you.
Thank you, brother.
Cheers for that.
SharkCast here with BRAYDON TRINDALL. Now, usually when I do interviews, you're in the background being a lark, but now I've got you one-on-one. I wanted to ask you a serious question to start with. How was the time off for you? How did you deal with it? How did you come back from it? Who helped you? Give the fans a bit of insight into what happened with your time away.
Yeah, it was a pretty tough period for myself, but saw some counsellors, some good mentors that I have in my life. Went away for a bit and really sat down and got through the things that have been troubling me in my life. So and just after that, just really wanted to get back and earn the trust back from the boys and get back to my best.
Well, you've done that. I mean, you're playing lights out as far as I'm concerned. The team's been somewhat inconsistent over the past month, but some good signs in some key games. Let's talk about Melbourne. It didn't go our way. There was good stuff, there was bad stuff. How did the team feel after at full time? Like, not as in emotionally, but where did you think we went wrong?
Yeah, very disappointed afterwards. We were really excited for that game, and I think the effort was there in the game, but I think we just lacked the detail. Melbourne are a very clinical side, so we needed to really break them down. But we just lacked that detail and didn't get our roles individually right. So took our lessons out of it and looking forward to this week.
There's a lot of talk in the media, BRAYDON, about the Sharks' recent finals record not being great. Does that affect you or the players in any way, or are you able to shut that out?
Me personally, it doesn't affect me at all. It's the past, and I like to look forward. So, as for the team, I think the team they're not really worried about it. It's a new year, new competition, so that kind of stuff doesn't really bother us.
Cowboys this week, they're going pretty good. They can score some points. They can also leak some. Where do you think we'll beat them this week?
On our detail, we're doing our planning today and tomorrow. I think we'll sit down with the coaches and plan that out. But we haven't really talked about it too much. But just getting our footy on, I think it just comes back to us, and playing our fast footy, I think that'll go a long way with us.
We always talk about Sharks with ball in hand, keeping the ball live. What happens to you guys as a team when that doesn't go that way? So, for example, at times against Melbourne, there was long stretches of ball in hand, but there were some without. How does the team react to that?
Yeah, that's just that detail that I'm talking about. You can go live and you can play footy for as long as you want, but if you're not breaking down a team and getting those quick play of the balls and creating momentum and finishing where you want to finish your sets, it just goes out the window and you're not really doing much on the other team. And that's that detail that I was talking about before, making sure we're getting that right.
We're playing out at Allianz Stadium on Friday night. It's going to be an awesome atmosphere. Have you got any messages to the fans listening who are maybe undecided about going?
Yeah, it's going to be a cracker of a game. Just hope when I look over into the stands, there's a lot of black, white and blue in the crowd cheering for us, so it'd be awesome to get as many as we can there.
BRAYDON TRINDALL, thanks for your time. Go get them on Friday night.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Blake Brailey, welcome back to SharkCast Pod. You are looking like you're going to play every game again this year. I want to ask you, how do you do it?
Definitely a bit of luck, that's for sure.
Luck?
I think so. Being in the middle, there's some pretty big boys coming at you, and it's a pretty physical position, so definitely a bit of luck involved, but pretty proud to say I don't know if this is my third or fourth year consecutive I've played every game, so knock on wood, I can keep that going.
I think you're the most consecutive guy at the moment, current guy, so you should be very proud. We went down to Melbourne, didn't get the complete job done. Yep. What positives did you take out of the game?
Yeah, I think you can take probably some of the first half, a bit of positives there. Obviously, it didn't start the way we wanted to when we backed up on our line, but seemed to claw our way back to a 14-10 sort of stalemate there at half time, and I think we absorbed a lot of pressure there, a lot of adversity, and to go into the half 4 points down with not much possession or field position, it was a really good sign for us. But obviously that second half didn't play it how we wanted to, so a lot to fix for that, and another great matchup this week, so hopefully we can amend those errors.
Yeah, we're not strangers to the Cowboys, especially in finals games. How do you think we're going to progress to week 3? What are you like about our game against their game?
Yeah, it's obviously a bit of history there, obviously, with that final series there where they beat us at PointsBet, which wasn't great. Yeah, obviously a great side. I know on the weekend it wasn't a Sharks football, team we wanted to, play, and how we performed wasn't how we have been throughout the year. So hopefully we can get back to that. But I just think it's purely just on how we perform, really. We need to focus on us. We can't focus too much on what they're going to do. So I know if we play well and play to our ability, we can, it'll be a great matchup, and I know we'll come away with a good result.
What's it like, Blake? A week like this, so you got a shorter turnaround. You come back from Melbourne on Sunday. There's not a lot of time for on-field training. Is it more about talking with the coaches and tactics and bonding with the team?
Yeah, for sure. I feel like we've, for 27 rounds of the year, we've, played how we wanted to. So, that style and that memory isn't gone. We still have that in us. And, I kind of enjoy the short turnaround, to be honest with you. I like, not thinking too much about the game. It comes around quick, where you're not playing in your mind over and over, and you're drained before it already comes. So, I'm excited to see how the game turns out, and I'm excited that it's Friday and it comes around quick.
Just as far as media speculation and that kind of stuff goes, everyone's talking about, talking about your mate over there a lot, but I was going to ask you about the finals record for the Sharks. Over, 10 years, it's not a great record. Does that onslaught of media affect you or the team at all, or are you able to shut it out?
Not really. It's obviously, we can't control those things outside of these four walls. So I know no one goes out there to lose, and we all know we want to win finals games, and that's what we try to do every time we get the chance. So like I said, we can't control it too much, but we definitely want to win, and that's our goal, and that's what we're striving for, and that's what we're pushing for this Friday. Yeah,
there's one way to silence the critics, obviously, and to win. We're expecting a decent crowd out there. Have you got a message for any fans who are undecided about whether to make the trip or not? Because there's a lot of talk about that as well, and I don't know how we got to this point, but there's a lot of talk about whether we can make it 45 minutes that way. What's your message for the fans?
Yeah, get down there. You guys don't really know how much your support really does mean to us, and we know when we're backed up on our try line or we're on the attack, we can hear the Sharks fans roaring and screaming. It does make a difference, and hopefully we can take the Shire to Allianz and take over the stadium and hopefully come away with a good finals win. All right, thanks for your time, Blake. Good luck. I'll see you next week for week 3.
Perfect.
Thanks,
you.
Blake.
Sharkies! Sharkies! People back in the Shire, turn your porch lights off because we're coming home with a trophy.